Supriya, this big breaking story, a panel comprising the Prime Minister, the Chief Justice of India, Leader of the Opposition shall henceforth determine who gets to be Election Commissioner in India.
I mean, quite frankly, it bears testimony to the fact that elections in this country cannot be held ransom to the whims and fancies of the ruling party. There is no other way that I interpret this decision. I think this decision should be welcome and it should be lauded. But it's also a very sad commentary on the politics of our times that the highest court in this country has had to step in and say it has to be done in a bipartisan way because we do not have faith. It's essentially the court saying we do not have faith in what the elected government is doing with the electoral process. And we've seen this. We've gone with complaints to the Chief Election Commissioner. We've gone to an entire body of the Election Commission. No action is taken. Blatant violation of electoral rules by the BJP, including the Prime Minister. No action taken. And we've also known how the phone of a former Election Commissioner was under tap, was being tapped by Pegasus. So it also bears testimony to the fact of how rotten the system has become under the BJP.
So that RP Singh, you're winning in Tripura, you're doing well in Nagaland and in Meghalaya, you could be in government, but the Supreme Court landing this big blow, saying that there must now be this bipartisan committee which includes the Leader of the Opposition and the Chief Justice of India who will determine how election commissioners are appointed in this country, sir.
Well, how do that make a difference on the decision of the Election Commission? I mean, we accept, okay, whatever.
Give me a moment, Prashant Bhushan is one of the petitioners in this case speaking at this moment.
While the hearing was going on.
Prashant sir, just one question, single ID. एक सेकंड सर करो करो सर आज जो फैसला है इलेक्शन कमीशन को लेकर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का किस तरह से देख रहे हैं ऐतिहासिक फैसला
बहुत ऐतिहासिक फैसला है जो लोकतंत्र के ऊपर बहुत असर डालेगा क्योंकि आज तो हम देख रहे थे कि इलेक्शन कमीशन बिल्कुल सरकार के इशारों पर नाच रहा था और उसका एक कारण ये था कि सरकार जिसको चाहे बना देती थी। ये अरुण गोयल को भी इसी तरह से बना दिया गया जब हमारी पिटीशन पेंडिंग थी, सुनवाई शुरू हो गई थी, एक ही दिन में उसको ले आकर सेक्रेटरी से इलेक्शन कमिश्नर अपॉइंट कर
लेकर जो बहस चली आ रही है वो खत्म होगा, इससे एक हल निकलेगा इस फैसले से?
हाँ बिल्कुल निकलेगा।
Okay, that's Prashant Bhushan getting a victory out of the Supreme Court after a long time.
No, it's a huge, it's a huge verdict, and it clearly shows in a way. I think Supriya has a point, and maybe Sardar RP Singh wants to respond to that. That a message has been sent to the political executive. You can't simply appoint election commissioners without giving, ensuring an element of neutrality. Where are the TN Sessions of the world? You're appointing pygmies, where once there were people who could stand up to the political executive.
Well, is that question to me now?
Yes.
Okay. Rajeev, I'm sorry, I mean, your definition of the Election Commission is not beholding the media ethics. I mean, when you call a Election Commission a pygmy, I mean, it's very sad, but that point aside, we appreciate the Supreme Court's verdict and it will be adhered to, but point is that what decision of Election Commission has been challenged. I mean, if you have anything to challenge, go and challenge it in the court and let court give decision on the Election Commission's decision. When they have anything to say, they can say, okay, this part of the Election Commission decision is not right, or this is not as per the parameter. But this is a general statement which has been going to the Supreme Court, and then you are saying that Election Commissioners are pygmies now. It's not that.
They effectively question the manner in which election commissioners are appointed by the political executive.
Thank you. But how does it make a difference on the decision of the Election Commission? When are election commissioners doing any favor? I mean, people challenge EVMs. The parties challenge EVM. Election Commission said, come, let's discuss EVM. Let's challenge EVM. We are giving you EVM. You get your best of the people. And to this extent, that Kapil Sibal was seen when he was in Congress, was seen in London into some shady press conference where EVM was challenged. Or Saurabh Bhardwaj here in Delhi took some decoy EVM or some toy in the assembly and said, oh, this EVM is hacked. So I'm saying,
actually you haven't read the judgment, Sardar RP Singh. There are some very scathing remarks in the judgment. it says political parties have a reason not to seek a law which is clear to see. A party in power will have an insatiable quest to remain in power through a servile commission. There is a huge role in money. There is a huge role of money and power and criminalization. The selection of the election commissioner will be done by a panel headed by the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition and the Chief Justice of India. Make no mistake, this is a very, very scathing order from the Supreme Court, which is not minced its words in what it said.
For you.
Go on, go on.
Well, so I'll appreciate Supreme Court should have pointed out particular subjects or particular instances where they could have said, oh, election commission was wrong here. But this is a very generic thing. I mean, why didn't they hold election commission for specific tasks which election commission has done and say, okay, you are wrong here and you are not following the law or norm?
But that's not really the point. The fact is that the Supreme Court has come up with this order and that order must be respected. You have a different matter that you are raising, and here's what Justice Rohtagi has said. Grounds of removal of election commissioners should be the same as that of the Chief Election Commissioner. Service conditions should not vary.